play a pitch and I give you this, I need you to match that pitch for me. Because I need to help. I can feel all the energy, all the good vibes, the good people, I feel it. So I need to hear it. Yeah, and you can do whatever syllable you want to. I did this in Austria once and they sang it in 4-part harmony. I'm not even making that up.
We can do that. We can do 5-part.
I bet you can do 5-part. That's right. Can I hear it again? Remember that? Can you give it to me softer? So I give you, I want your support because I like making people sing together, but I also need your support because today, okay. This is good, this is good, this is good. Because today is a very, I would like to say it's a happy day because I'm playing music for people and I'm playing music alongside someone I love very much. But it's an anniversary of sorts for me. 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, about an hour ago this time, my mother died. I wish I would have had a punchline for you, but and generally on this day, around this time of the year, but particularly on this day, I'm not really functional. So this is a big deal for me because I feel like the energy in the room is allowing me to remind myself that everything's great. Because I'm getting to play and share and sound. And I'm thinking about a lot of the times that I put my mother through a lot of shit. I did. I really put her through some stuff. I mean, isn't Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to put your parents through a loss of, I don't And we definitely didn't always get along, man. So I'm going to tell you some stories as I play, not to like wallow in any sort of sadness, because on the one hand, my mother died from ovarian cancer, and I always say that just to remind women in the room, or people who love people with ovaries in the room, to remind your friends with ovaries to get their exam. Because my mother didn't do that. She was doing that superwoman thing where she was taking care of everybody else and never taking care of herself. It's a new pitch for you. thought instead of telling you like the sad thing, I mean, it's a sad thing. Death is a sad thing, although at the same time I look forward to mine. It's not a horrible thing to say. I do look forward. I look forward to it because, and I hope it doesn't happen anytime soon, though I hope I don't, like, 75. I don't really want to be here. Who knows? Watch. I'll make the 75 and I'll be like 95. You know, maybe life will be very different then, but I sometimes meditate on the idea of my own death only because I know that any sort of anxieties or weird feelings that I'm having, you know, the artists, all us artsy people in here, kind of go up and down. It's just not going to matter after a certain point. It shouldn't really matter now. But the nice thing for me about thinking about death is knowing. And I was watching before I came here I went to Indonesia this year, and that's another story for another show. Yeah, that's another story for another show. But I was watching this village who they bury their loved ones and then dig them back up to change their clothing and to like. It's the most hysterical thing I've ever seen. It's beautiful, but they take them back out of the caskets and kind of like have them sitting back on their favorite chair, and they change their clothing so that maybe the kids who hadn't met them before because they weren't alive could meet them again. I thought, wow, that's what, they had new glasses for this guy. He had no eyes, no eyeballs. And it was just really, it was a really fascinating way to think about death and dying. So I was trying to think today about my favorite memories of my mother, and one in particular. It's probably the only one I'll share with you, and then I will just keep playing. Because I can talk forever. It's actually really dangerous to have a talk mic up here. So I was 14, 15. I was not allowed to even look at a member of the opposite sex at that age, I remember. Between my grandmother and my mother, they had a really tight chain on me, which was probably a good thing. And so I started dating this guy who was like 17. It was so wrong. But I wasn't allowed to do, I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So I had to sneak out. I would sneak out and, you know, rendezvous or whatever in the park. And one particular Valentine's Day, I was supposed to meet this person, you know, for chocolate and flowers or whatever. It was super innocent, but it still was wrong because I was supposed to be doing it. Though he was 17, so obviously he probably had some other things in mind that never happened. And I'll tell you why. So that Valentine's Day, I called up a little friend of mine. And I said, I'm going to tell my mom that I'm coming to your house. but I'm actually gonna go meet, blah, blah, blah in the park. Well, my friend forgot to tell their parents that I was coming by. So after I told my mother where I was going, I left. And she called them. I'll never forget it. She called them because there was something that she wanted to remind me to do. And she found out, of course, that I was not there, right? And I'll never forget it. I still have the image in my head. My mother coming down the street towards the park with a bat in her left hand, and our dog, who was like a really not scary looking terrier in the other, but who looked really tough, and coming down the street and coming to the park, and I'm sitting in the car with this dude, and my mother takes the bat and hits the window, and it cracks. And it was amazing, and I was so pissed off. And that guy was so scared, never heard from him ever again. That's the type of mother I have. That's the type of person I'm missing today. I've always wondered what happened to that guy, though. Never saw him again. I don't know what happened. Let's go back to that pitch. So good. Thank you.